Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. I'm outside acupuncture. I do it now every 2 weeks for my ovarian function and for my also lower back pain, which has been doing really well lately actually. Also wanted to update you. I ended the last vlog that I confirmed that I had ovulation, that I'm still in the same cycle, so I'm on like cycle day 17 or 18 or something, somewhere around there, and my progesterone is staying elevated, which is good. It's not super high, but and I'm thinking about potentially going in to get blood work just to see how, like, because I don't know how accurate Mira is, but as of right now there's no spotting. I feel great, which is really good. Everything seems to be good right now. Today I'm just gonna be working on the computer. I don't think I got either of those jobs that I interviewed for last week, but that's okay. Onward and upward. I'll just keep searching and keep doing my creative stuff and keep on working, obviously, for my husband's company. Anyway, yeah, that's it, and I'll take you guys along. Hey guys, it's another day, and I just wanted to sit down and let you guys know how I organize my grocery shopping every week. I know that this is something that is very difficult for a lot of people, and this is something that used to be really difficult for me. I feel like I'm neither type A or type B. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, which is interesting. I know you don't meet a whole lot of people like that, but anyway, grocery shopping and figuring out what I was going to eat every day used to be a big issue for me. So throughout my years of being an adult, I've kind of figured out a system that works for me, and I just want to share that with you guys. And it's basically to just have a few different meals on rotation at a time. That is sort of the first pillar of this strategy, is knowing your menu more or less. If you're someone who is okay with repeating meals every once in a while, every week, we have certain things that we really love and we'll kind of rotate those, and it can kind of change seasonally, and sometimes we'll try something new, but like we have sort of some go-tos, and that makes shopping and planning a lot easier because we can plan around those meals. And so that is the first pillar, is figuring out what kind of meals you really want. And then what I'll do is I'll make a list in the Reminders app. I have this list in my Reminders. I just write in the things. I go through what we have before I do the weekly shopping, and I like to shop once weekly, and then like if we need to run and get an ingredient, we do that versus going to the store every day, because I find that method just ends up costing you a lot more. It's much more cost effective if you just kind of bulk buy on one day or maybe 2 days, and then you just like get everything that you need, and then like if you run out of an ingredient or something, you can just run to the store really quick and get that. I find that's what works best for us. So I have this little note on my reminders list. It's groceries, and then I just write in all of the ingredients, and it automatically sources them under which category it goes in. So if I add, for example, crackers, and you just hit enter, it'll automatically enter into that snacks and candy section. So it makes it easier when you're going around the grocery store and you're in different sections. You can just pull up that section. It makes it much easier. That's basically how I do that. And beforehand, I will also go through any recipes that I have that I make on a regular basis, and I'll just look at the ingredients that I need to make those things and make sure that I'm getting all of those things as well. To make it as cost effective as possible, I try and get everything that I possibly can at Trader Joe's, and then for the things that you can't get at Trader Joe's, I will get at either Whole Foods or Sprouts. And those are really the only grocery stores I shop at. I will occasionally go to Albertsons or Ralph's because they're close to my house if I forget something, but they're usually just as expensive as Whole Foods or Sprouts, and they don't have as good of things. They don't have like quite as many of the organic and healthier brands as Whole Foods and Sprouts do. So, and I also really like Sprouts because they tend to carry a lot of smaller brands, and Whole Foods doesn't really. I don't know if you've noticed that, but Sprouts has a lot of fun little small brands, and I like to buy those when I can. But there's inevitably always something that you can only get at one store, and so sometimes, I'll hit 2 stores on one day, and then another day I'll, when I go to that other store, I'll get everything that I can only get at that store. And that's sort of how I structure my shopping. And then on the night that you want to cook, you have everything that you need. And I just like try to make sure in the beginning of the day that I have everything. I don't always do this. There are a lot of last minute trips running to either Albertsons or Ralph's because, you know, we forgot something. But I do try and look at the recipe ahead of time and make sure that we have everything that we need to make that. And then it's so nice because it's just like relaxed. You have all the ingredients already. If you're working late, it's okay. You have everything that you need. And that is really what works best for me. And just to give you like an idea of the kind of things that we get, I did a haul today. And so I'm going to show you guys that right now. So this is what our weekly restock looked like this week. We almost always try to get pasture raised and grass-fed meats. Those can be beef, lamb, chicken, chicken sausage, those kinds of things. And then we try and get plenty of organic produce. We go by EWG's Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen lists. So basically they have the Clean 15 that you can buy not organic, and then they have the Dirty Dozen that are absolutely, you have to buy organic if you want to avoid pesticides. And we do that, but honestly, I try and buy organic as much as I possibly can. It's just, you want to avoid pesticides, so because those can really destroy your gut and just your overall health, especially if you are already compromised in your health. But here is everything. We got, see, these are not organic, but mushrooms I don't believe are sprayed very much with pesticides. And then here's some of our dry goods. I love these noodles for making different Asian inspired dishes. And then this Jovial gluten-free mac and cheese is really good in a pinch. I like to have it on hand. And for snacks, popcorn is a really good one. These bagels are really good. They're gluten-free and they're kind of one of the most affordable options. They have really good ingredients. These are the noodles that I like to make ramen with. These are actually the best gluten-free alternative that I found. They're really amazing. These FitJoy crackers are really good for like caviar, which we like to have every once in a while. We just get the cheapest caviar and then we have it because it's really good for egg health and your ovarian function. You guys know I like to use arrowroot flour to make the wings that I make, and then I use tapioca flour a lot for chipa that I've told you guys about before, and those black sesame crackers from Whole Foods are to die for. And this is the salt we use. It's Redmond's real salt, and these Poppy prebiotic sodas are for my husband. Then moving on to dairy, eggs, and cheese. I always try again to get organic pasture raised cheese and eggs as well. Then this is the caviar that we get from Whole Foods. Again, fish eggs are so good for your fertility. Can we go, please? Let's go. Come on. We're walking. Another day. I just came out of a beauty treatment that I'm doing. It's the fat cavitation that I told you guys about, and you have to like massage the area afterwards, so I'm just using this. I'm doing it on my legs, so just have to massage these for 5 minutes on each leg before I go. Also, just wanted to update you about my cycle. I started doing progesterone suppositories 2 days ago because my hormones dropped a little bit, which was a little bit frustrating, but it could have just had to do with the hydration levels, but I started spotting a little bit. So I have been doing progesterone suppositories, 200 milligrams for the past 2 nights, and I still have like a tiny bit of spotting, but it's kind of normal. So it's just gonna take a couple of days for my lining to stabilize. Okay, I am making pumpkin spice chia pudding. If you want to know how I did it, I basically just did 2 cups of milk. I did like about a half a cup of organic canned pumpkin, a splash of maple syrup, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla bean powder. So you can skip the vanilla bean powder and put vanilla extract instead. And then I think I did about 6 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I did about, I think, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice because I really like that. And then I did 2 servings, I think, or 1.5 servings of protein powder. So this is going to be really rich in protein, fiber, and it's going to be a very festive, amazing breakfast. Now I have to put it in the fridge overnight. Good morning, guys. In case you were wondering, that pumpkin spice chia pudding turned out incredible. It was so good. Highly recommend. I think that I told you what the recipe is, but here's what it looked like, and it tasted basically like pumpkin pie. And I just put like a little bit of homemade granola on top of it. And the way I make that is I just mix some like oats with some varied nuts. I mix it with like cinnamon and oil of choice. So sometimes you use coconut oil. You could use like avocado oil or something, and then just toss it with some spices, some turmeric maybe too. It's good for anti-inflammation. And then just roast it in the oven. I can't remember for how long, but you can look that up on the internet. Anyway, yeah, it's really good. I definitely highly recommend it. It's nice for this time of year. And right now I'm with Freya. We're just gonna go for a walk, and then I need to work on this vlog. We're just gonna go walk, and then I'll see you guys later. Okay, I'm back from the walk. I just decided to take a shower because my hair was dirty and it was driving me crazy. So I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of what I use to get ready. I feel like I want to do an updated version of my videos where I show you like all the clean things that I'm using, because the products have obviously changed. Let me know what you guys think, if you would like to see something like that, so I can plan on doing that next week. What I'm going to use right now is DV. I've shown you guys this before. So this is just like a hair regrowth serum. My hair is shedding a lot right now just because of it always does in the fall. So that's just like seasonally, I kind of will have a big shed like in fall and spring usually is when it sheds most. So that's what's happening, but I'm just squirting this all over my head. This really helped when I lost like a lot of my hair. This really helped to kind of regrow it. So I really love this stuff. I think I got a little bit of a rash on my head from getting my hair colored. I have like bumps on this side of my head, like 5 of them, and they're really itchy. When I scratch it, it hurts. So I'm pretty sure that's from getting my hair colored. Well, I only do it every couple of years really, so it's not that big of a deal. I already did toner earlier, so I'm just gonna put on some peptide serum. I think I've showed this to you guys too. The Good Molecules Super Peptide Serum. Good Molecules Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Usually I mix this with vitamin C powder, but I've been a bit lazy with that lately. So this Bioma moisturizer, it's a gel moisturizer, it's lightweight. I really love this stuff. I kind of tend to really like the gel moisturizers a lot more because they feel so much more hydrating to me. Oil kind of just like sits on top of your skin. I don't know. It's not hydrating, it's moisturizing. I've said that a lot on this channel, but in case you're new here, oil doesn't hydrate your skin, water does. Oil just moisturizes. And then I'm just gonna put on some lip balm. This is Earth's Daughter. You see it? Earth's Daughter Strawberry Breeze Lip Balm. It's a healthy one. And it's got SPF 15, so, but this really works. I actually thought it was something else when I was buying it. I bought it by accident, but that's okay. And now, my hair's all brushed out, and I'm gonna use some of this argan serum. It's actually just argan, pure argan oil, so I'm gonna do like 1.5 squirts. I want to be really careful because it's gonna make your hair oily, but I find that the hair absorbs it better when I do it when my hair's wet. I'm just rubbing it into my palms, and I'm gonna start at the bottom so that it kind of gets, most of it goes to the bottom, and then I'll kind of work my way up a little bit. Just don't want to put too much, and then I'll just like lightly swipe my hands there, and that's it. And that just helps with frizziness, because even though my hair is like kind of straight / wavy, it's wavy. Honestly, it's not straight. My hair is really frizzy naturally, so I have done 2 things recently to combat that, and that's to add this argan oil. This is just Shea Moisture 100% pure argan oil. And then I recently got this too. This is Bondi Boost Frizz Fix Serum, but you put it on dry hair. So now I'm just gonna let my hair air dry, which is what I always do, pretty much. And once it dries, I'll put that Frizz Fix Serum on. And then the perfume that I'm using right now is Henry Rose Dave. It's a vanilla perfume. So these, you guys know, these perfumes from Henry Rose have 0 endocrine disruptors in them. They're totally safe to use if you have hormonal problems. This is Henry Rose Windows Down. This is like a very spring, summery scent. This is what I use most of the time. But I'm transitioning to this one because it's like warmer and like vanilla-y for the winter. So I just put a little bit on. It's pretty strong, this one, but it's like a very layered vanilla perfume. It's not just vanilla. It's really nice. It's really nice. I really like it. Even though I'm going to be inside, I'm using SPF. So I've been using Merit, the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. So this doesn't have any of the oxybenzone or any of the endocrine disrupting SPF ingredients. It's just, I believe it's, yeah, zinc oxide. And it's clean, and it's SPF 45, which I feel like is fine for me. And I just use this every day. It's nice because it adds like a little bit of a tiny bit of coverage. And then if I want more coverage, I just use concealer on top. But it's really nice. Yeah, I really like that stuff. But you can see it kind of give me a little bit of coverage, not very much. It doesn't cover up spots. It kind of just evens out your skin tone a little bit. And that's it for what I'm doing right now. And I'm just gonna get dressed and go edit this video. Let me know, guys, if you want me to do a video next week about the updated personal care products that I'm using. There are more things that I didn't cover just now. I don't want it to encourage you guys to spend extra money or anything, but if there's something that you need to replace, you're running out of, and you want to find a new product that's also clean, then maybe that video could help you. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure you hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Bye, guys.